got some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there
because
raining.
Warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now it's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Titans' 47-yard line.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Mariota gives to Henry. Fights through him. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, it's Drake. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's one of those who like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After one, our score 9-6. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Fields. Complete to Hilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down now, it's Drake. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. To throw Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down throw for Mariota. And that's complete to Jesse James. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mariota on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Mariota. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worth. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jesse James, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. From the gun, Fields. And the catch made by Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Fields. He's got it to Hilton. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Get ready.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
He's checking.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
You can't block me. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come on.
Mariota to throw it this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow here and go.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone from the 10-yard line in.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Motion, pop. Finds the mic.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. James has got it, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. from 3 yards out, as his guys have now moved out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. He's going to look. He's got a man. Complete. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.Y. Hilton, 77 yards as they have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Bravo!
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's James.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Back to throw. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Let's go. Let's do it. To number 87. A gain of 7.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The end result, 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And he hits Drake. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Jaguars have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner.